Afternoon, Money Reg here, aka Legend, back with another video entitled There's No More Customer in the Word Service. Let's get started. A couple of weeks ago, woke up, checked my emails like I usually do, and I discovered the E-ZPass took $80 and added it to my account. Told me that my account had a $92 balance. I barely used my E-ZPass. So I was somewhat concerned. Why would you take $80 from my credit card account? Couldn't take 25, which is a denomination they can take. You couldn't take 50. It took 80. I barely used my pass. So I called up to inquire as to why the E-ZPass was debited $80. Monday I called, no answer. Tuesday I called, no answer. Wednesday I called, no answer. Thursday I'm giving my camera guy a ride to the bus station, and he says, well, you know what, once that automated system passes, if you keep pressing 0, somebody might come on the line. I said, cut the crap. Nobody's cut. I've been dialing this number for 4 days. But he's a camera guy, sophisticated about technology. I call, he's sitting in the car. Bam! Somebody answered. I said, oh shit. I said, excuse me, sir, you sound like you just woke up. He said, I did. I said, what do you mean? He says, I'm at home. I said, well, how are you going to handle this transaction for E-ZPass? So they gave us all the computer systems and stuff to work from home. I said, why? He said, because they closed down all the E-ZPasses to save money. I said, really? Yeah. So got around to me, hooked me up, reduced my $80 debited down to $25. So they still kept the $92 balance or credited to my account. But for future reference, it would go back to $25 every time it has to be debited. Customer and service. Those two words should not appear in the same sentence anymore. Juxtaposed side by side, whatever you want to say. Because the fact of the matter is this, ladies and gentlemen, particularly if you're over the age of 35 and 40. There's no service in the fucking word customer anymore. These people don't give a fuck. Most of these people are going to work, ladies and gentlemen. They don't know if they have a job at the end of the day or at the end of the month. So they're not really that interested in giving you customer service. Years ago, you got customer service. Now you call, you're on AI. You're on the phone for 15, 20, 30 minutes. They even got so sophisticated now, they say, shit, we'll keep your spot. We'll call you back if you click on line 2. Really? So now the customer gets fucked again. I'll share a funny one with you. Last year, I went to BJ's, bought big screen TV. I'm somewhat sophisticated about these things, but not a whole lot, with the apps to this, to that. So I'm in the aisle looking at this beautiful TV, and I see this young kid coming down the aisle. So I turn my back towards him immediately, and someone says to me, why did you turn your back? I said, because he don't know shit. He ain't gonna help me with this TV. So the lady goes back and get the guy. You know what he told us? Today's my first day here. I don't know nothing about TVs. Went in the next aisle and started fucking with his cell phone. I said, oh shit, that's real customer service for your ass, ain't it? A motherfucker new on the job, ain't trying to learn anything about the TV division. He just interested in getting his fucking check, get the fuck out. I saw this during COVID. They have TD Bank in New York City. So they had everybody go through the drive-through in order to get processed. So whether you walked up or drove up, you had to get service through the drive-through area due to the COVID restrictions. Not a problem. Bank closes at 4. Throw that caveat in there so we stay online. Went in, got to the bank 3:15, ladies and gentlemen. 3:15. The guard says, if they don't see you by 4 o'clock, you gotta come back. What the fuck you talking about? I'm here 3:15, my nigga. For real. What the fuck you talking about? I don't see you by 4 o'clock. I said, look, dude, if they were seeing people by the customer numbers, not by the hour, this parking lot would be fucking empty because they'd be banging out the customers left and right if they got paid for every customer that they saw that came through this drive-through situation. But since they get paid by the hour, there's no rush. They couldn't give a fuck. Nobody cares. Go in the store today and ask for some shit at the aisle. Nobody knows. Everybody's talking to their friend at work. They're not interested in servicing me, you. That customer service shit is over. I don't even want to hear customer service when I get on the phone. I'm a Verizon cell phone user. Been with Verizon for 20 years. Verizon used to have excellent customer service. Now you got to go into the fucking store to get service. And if it's not a Verizon store, if it's a kiosk service, you're really going to get the 1 and the number motherfucking 2 with no Vaseline. Boom, boom, no Vaseline. That's what they're doing right now. Customer service, ladies and gentlemen, it's over. At the time when you used to get good customer service, people who actually knew. I remember years ago when you were on the road, before GPS, you would go into a gas station, they would give you a map, and you and the gas station attendant would figure out the direction that you needed to go, especially when you were on the 95 going downtown, going down south with all of these little towns. All of a sudden, the gas stations turn to 7-Eleven, and nobody knows shit when you go in the motherfucking gas station. They would give you maps that I don't really know anything about the map. I don't know anything at all. I'm just gonna bounce you the map. You go figure this shit out on your own. Get in your car, get an 8-pin, figure it out. Because I don't know shit. I said, oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in bad shape. Best thing I can tell you or anyone else is educate yourself about whatever you need. You're going into a store, educate yourself about the product that you're seeking to purchase. You're going on the road, get your GPS on your phone, on your Garmin, or whatever these things are that navigate you where you need to go. Because these sons of bitches in the gas station, they don't know any motherfucking place where they can direct you to. Half the time, no disrespect to anyone, they don't even speak English. They just want the motherfucker. Figure I'm going to sell you some liquor, some lottery tickets, and some gas until you get the fuck out. That's all it is. So I wanted to share this video with you because I just saw my partner. He's waiting for parts to come to his car. And every time he's ordering the parts, they sending him the wrong parts. People don't care anymore. And with the Trump situation, where they're laying off all of these federal workers now, how could you be an employee at any agency in the federal government today where you're supposed to respond to the phone call of the public and feel comfortable about your job? You can't. Got a little tidbit the other day. Nike is supposed to lay off 3,000 employees. Just based on that information alone, it sets a negative tone and vibe in the work structure of the organization. People are thinking like most people do. Will I have money to pay rent? Will I have money to feed my kids? Will I have money to pay my bills? It's a list that goes on and on and on. So if you think that you're getting customer service from here on out, you're getting the 1 and the motherfucking 2. That's all you're getting right now. You motherfuckers don't want to know nothing. I have electrician friends that say, hey man, do young people ever ask you anything? Nope. So what do you mean? Nobody's really interested. That's my plumber friend. Any young people want to be interested in plumbing? Not really. Nope. My camera guy, he does all kind of alarm shit, intercom, all kind of fancy shit. He's up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning trying to diagnose situations. I say, young kids see you do all the shit they don't ask you about? Nope. Nobody gives a fuck, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we are right now. So when you hear somebody say customer service, already anticipate. Already keep in your mind, for real, my G, that you're going to get fucked around in a minute. Because very few people sharing and fewer people caring. Nobody's interested in customer service. So the next time you're in the grocery store or someplace, keep that shit in mind when they have a section that says customer service. Yeah, you're going to be customer service, all right. You're going to be a customer receiving no motherfucking service. That's what you're going to be. A customer without service. So you're going to have to Google or Firefox your way through whatever process you're going to need. And that's the reality of the situation. So I figured I'd share that with you today because I want you to understand that when you call these 800 numbers, cancel that. Do some research before you call these sons of bitches because they have you on the phone for about an hour. All of you people who are looking to get through Social Security, I hope that you're able to get through in a timely manner. I understand the Trump administration has made significant cuts to all these agencies, so you may have to stay a little while. So you might want to get you some snacks, get you nice Perrier water, or if you drink, get you them, I don't know, motherfucking gin and tonic. If you smoke some motherfucking weed, you might want to get you a nice motherfucking blunt, roll up on that motherfucker, smoke that shit, whatever your pleasure, because you're going to be on the phone for a little while. So I'll say this and I'll close. Young people, I make these videos for you because I want you to understand you're going through a very difficult time in American history, and it's not a very good time, where they're going to overtax your ass twice as much and give you twice as little. So I'm rocking with you for real, for real. I'm riding with you. I'm praying with you. I'm holding your hand. I'm coming through with you. Whatever you need me to do, you see me say, Ledge, I need you to give me a hand, and I'm more than happy to give you a hand. So until next time, may God bless you. Peace be still, and I catch up with you later. Over and out. My G. Peace.